Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We are in the shop today with the 2007 Expedition, and right now I'm about to replace this little stock mirror, and I thought I'd bring you along to show you how to do it. Alright guys, so this mirror is too small for our applications, so we'll be removing it today. This procedure will work for any expedition from 2007 to 2014, and should be pretty similar from 15 through 17. You won't need very many tools, and all you need are some rather common tools. You want a prybar like that for your trim panels. You want a Phillips and Flathead screwdriver. You also want a couple trim panel pry bars, 3/8 inch ratchet, 1/4 inch ratchet, your 3/8 to 1/4 adapter, your extension for the 3/8. You'll want some sockets that are metric for both 1/4 and 3/8, and it will be handy to also have a flashlight. Now, before we continue, I want to thank Ford Motor Company for making this procedure so hard. In order to replace the mirror, we need to remove the entire door panel. But don't worry, it's not too hard. So, first things first, you can see that panel in there. You'll want to remove that with your flathead screwdriver. And you will also want to remove that square panel. Alright, so that's loose. It just folds up. We'll leave that. Then we'll go up to the door handle. And remove that. Alright, now let's go to the back side of the door. There's one cover right there for another bolt. And it looks just like that. We'll stick our screwdriver in there. And that will show us a Phillips screw. Alright, take your Phillips screwdriver and remove this screw. Alright, now we'll go in here. I actually put an extension on my 1/4 ratchet. The 7mm socket. Remove both of these bolts. And there they are. Alright, back at the door handle, that also needs a 7mm socket, so remove that also. Alright, with both of those removed, we'll go to the bottom of the door. Right there, we have one more bolt, and that takes a 6mm socket. So remove that one. And once you have that removed, move forward to the other one right there. Alright, so now we have all of the bolts and screws removed. So we will pull the door panel off. It's already loose. We'll pull up and pull out. don't forget this door handle right here. Make sure you pull that back. Door panel is loose. So we'll remove the wires now for everything we have down there. And honestly, you could get right to the mirror without removing the door panel, but it takes you no more time, basically, to remove this door panel than it would to not, and it will be much easier to work on also. And in our case, we need to do some other work down in there. So, we have a blue connector and a green connector. The tab is right there. Pull that loose. Now the blue connector. Pull that loose. Alright. Now the next one is right here. Go in right here. We can set the door panel aside. I'll give you a closer view of these. So, in order to remove this, you have a tab, and all you need to do is press that tab down, and then you can pull it back. That's all there is. That tab is simply a locking mechanism. Alright, so now we have this foam insulation. Just pull that back. I guess I ripped it, but that's really not a big deal. I think it does some soundproofing, but not too much. Alright, we have 1, 2, 3 screws to remove. But before we do that, let's pull this inner door junk off. Let's follow this wire right down there. This stuff's just protection. Here we go. And we will disconnect that by pressing in the tab and pulling up. Alright. Now take your pry bar, remove that push pin, and your wiring harness is loose. Alright, now you need a 11mm deep socket on your 3/8 ratchet. Remove all 3 of these nuts. Alright, so before you remove the top nut, you want to take hold of the mirror to make sure it doesn't drop. Even if it's a damaged mirror, you don't really want to drop it. So we'll remove that last nut. Don't close the door all the way or you'll damage the wires. Alright. Open up the door so you can feed your wiring harness out the hole. There we have it. Alright guys, so that is how to successfully remove one of these mirrors. Installation is the exact reverse of removal. Just make sure you don't forget to plug in your wiring harness or you might be disappointed. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. As always, feel free to like, subscribe, and comment below. But above all, never forget that Jesus Christ is Lord.